zreportage.com issue number 995 story of the week. Ukraine's Dark Summer. By ZUMA Press photographer in Ukraine Andreas Stroh. During the last weekend of June alone, Russia carried out its most intense aerial bombardment since its invasion of Ukraine, which started more than 3 years ago. A total of 537 drones, missiles and other explosive devices rained down on the country in the space of just a few hours. Anti-aircraft defenses destroyed half of them, while the rest fell on Ukrainian cities, including the capital, Kyiv, where the population spent hours in shelters and in the underground metro. In June, the pace of drone and missile attacks was 3 times that of the same month last year. Still, the most worrying reality right now for Ukrainians is the looming Russian summer offensive. Ukraine estimates that some 50,000 Russian troops are stationed some 20 kilometers, 12 miles, from Sumy, a regional capital in the north that is now under threat. The Ukrainians are fighting 1 against 3, despite considerable losses. Russia has far more manpower on the battlefield than Ukraine. Every year at this time of year, offensives resume, but this year Ukraine is clearly the one on the defensive. It is balancing its numerical inferiority with creative responses, such as the deep drone operations in Russia it carried out in recent months. The Russian strategy is to exhaust the Ukrainian army and weaken its weapons and ammunition stocks, which is its Achilles heel. Trump had honored commitments for arms deliveries dating back to his predecessor Joe Biden up until last week, when he announced a vague pause in certain weapons shipments to Ukraine, citing a review of U.S. defense spending. But in wake of a record Russian drone attack days later, Trump then vowed to bolster military defense shipments to Kyiv. The Europeans are about to decide on an 18th package of sanctions against Russia, one of the most severe, diplomats say. And they are reiterating their support for Ukraine as much as they can. But they seem unable to tip the balance decisively without the Americans. It's going to be a long, hard summer for the Ukrainians, who are holding out against all odds on this front line of the chaos that has spread across the world. Story by Pierre Hasky, France Inter/World Crunch via ZUMA Press Wire.